Hi there, this is Draco. Today we got two things on the agenda. We're gonna talk about sideboarding for Merfolk, which is a hugely important part of being able to win with this deck, as sideboarding is really crucial. This deck is a deck that is focused on being able to interact with your opponent in the right way at the right moment. So that's gonna be one of the things we're gonna talk about today. And also we're gonna talk about and play with the list that managed to get a second place in the Modern Challenge 32 last Friday. Cool list, we're gonna run it, we're gonna see it, and we're gonna get some nice gameplay into the action. But firstly, let's talk a bit about what I've been teasing the last couple of weeks or months, because we are closing in on our sub goal, and you guys need to see this. So what's going on here? Yeah, so what is happening is that we have right now a Merfolk sideboard guide up and running. It's done, it's ready to go, and I will be looking forward to presenting to you this guide. But sorry to say, this is a bit of a teaser, guys, today. I'm really sorry about that. Simply because we are not there yet. We're not on our 1,000 subscribers yet. Right now, we have managed to get to 994. Hugely appreciated all the guys subbing for my channel. But we need 6 guys more, and then I will be releasing a full Merfolk sideboard guide here. But in general, I want to talk a bit about some things going on. We have, in the sideboard guide, I'm going to focus a little more about general philosophy, not the classical, just how do you sideboard against Hammer Time, how to sideboard against Murktide. We're going to do that as well, but I think it's really important to get some general philosophy and to talk a bit about the importance of understanding the strengths of your cards and also the weaknesses. So by determining the strength, especially in sideboard cards, you can see which cards can I then put in each matchup, and this will allow you to better understand, even in a changing meta and with changing cards in the Merfolk list, when a card is good, what's the general philosophy behind sideboarding. So understanding the strength and weakness of your cards is important. So we're going to talk about the cards, and ideally we're going to group them into categories. This is where having rules and categories is really important, because if you can figure out certain categories, you can easily find out, oh, in this matchup, this category of cards are not good, so let's get them out there. Also, I'm going to talk about in the sideboard guide about figuring out which cards to cut in each matchup, because I think actually that's crucially important. I think many people playing the Merfolk deck is just like, oh, what are we going to cut? I don't know, let's just cut some lords, or let's just cut, we cut Dismember, we know that, and stuff like that. And even sometimes you have easy cards to cut, and then it's fine. But actually there's a lot of opportunities. I was looking over this, and I actually think that all cards in the Merfolk list can be cut. I don't think there's any cards in the matchup, in the deck, that is uncuttable. You can determine you're probably never gonna go under 4 lords, but in general there's a lot of cards you can cut. So understanding which cards you cut is really important, and of course we're also gonna do a matchup specific sideboarding guide. So every matchup we're gonna go through. Are you having difficulty with Hammer Time? Get it in there, let's talk about it, because we can see which cards are good in this matchup and how you should maximize your win percentage by sideboarding correctly. It's hugely important. Is Murktide a big opportunity or challenge for you? Let's talk about that matchup. Let's figure out which cards work so well and which cards does not. And we're gonna go through all of the biggest matchups in the top 10 of the modern game here. And a bit more, I'm gonna show you an example of how we talk about grouping cards into categories. I think this is important, and we have several categories we are going to go through when I release the full version of the sideboard guide. But just so you have an example of what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about different categories like this one. These cards are examples of cards that are providing card advantage, and everybody knows these cards because these are staples in the modern Merfolk list. We're talking about Spreading Seas, a card that's been around for ages for modern Merfolk, a card that allows you to interact with the opponent. You can nuke Ursa Saga on the other side of the battlefield, and you can mana deny your opponent with a greedy Triumph mana basis. You can deny the mana, and also you can grant Island Walk from your lords by presenting an island on the other side of the table. But Spreading Seas is a card advantage card because it does an effect and it gives you a card. The same with Silver Adept. It provides you a body on the board, 2 mana for a 2/1, but it drafts your card. And Svelun, of course, is a bit stronger in many of aspects of the game, but still, it's one of your card engines. So understanding when are these cards great, typically, and just a tip for this, these cards are better in the slower matchups where card advantage is important over a long period of time. And I see many people never wanting to cut Svelun, and it's because Svelun is such a good card. I also say that a lot. It's the best card in our deck. But you have to cut it sometimes. Sometimes it's too slow. Sometimes what is happening on the other side of the battlefield is just too broken. And Svelun is not going to help you out. So this is just one of the groups, an example of a group, and we have several groups we're going to go through when we finally get to the Sideboard Guide. I just want to give you a bit of a preview. So let's hit the sub goal soon. Hopefully you are wanting to get the entire Sideboard Guide and hit the subscribe button. I think it's the bottom right corner over here or something. But thank you so much. And let's get into talking about the list we saw here. This is actually the list, the specific list that was playing. And I got here, you can see the Modern Challenge. This is what's going on. Modern Challenge, February 11th, so roughly a week ago. And we have the good guy here, PCS, going 2-0 here, 2-1 here, and then losing in the final 2-0, unfortunately, against the Rakdos deck here, unfortunately. But Rakdos is a tough matchup. You know, people playing Colligan's Command is great against you. You can nuke either vial and kill a lord. They have a lot of removal, so this matchup is typically difficult. But PCS was doing great, and PCS lists, you see here, let's see him. He managed to do second place with this list, which is really nice. We can look at in more in depth before we run it today. And I have the exact same list, but I just was too lazy to get in snow-covered islands. That was the hipster's choice. He was doing snow-covered islands, but we are not. We're just doing regular islands. But this is a list we put in here. Really cool. And I think the important thing about the list is that if you look at what's going on the mana base, it's relatively straightforward. You always have the consideration of how many basics are you running. We are running 8 here, that's fine. Are you running Minamu or Bora? I don't think you have room for both. You're running 2. Are you running 1 or 2 Autovaras? 2, and a Warlock Grove. I think in the list we saw before, we see actually in the list there's a Flooded Strand there. I think that's a mistake. But they did this before, because I don't think he's actually playing a Flooded Strand. I think he is playing Warlock Grove. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I've seen this before. Sometimes those cards get mixed up on the Modern Challenge lists. So I'm putting in a Warlock Grove for sure. Frost Rain is not good. So Warlock Grove it is. We are seeing a couple of Dock Hands, that's great. Then we have Silverkill added back in action. Full 4 in the main deck. Full 4 Hex Catchers. We got all the lords we need. All the Masters, Lords of Lenses, and Tricksters. Only 2 dismembers, but 4 subtleties. So this is a bit more back to basics. Some of the lists I've been running originally in 2023. And in the sideboard, really nice, this clean sideboard. We have 2 Hercules Recalls, which are great against Hammer Time. We have Spreading Seas, you know this card I get. A couple of Harbingers, 4 Force Negation, the full stack. 1 Kira, against exactly the matchup we just talked about. 3 Chalice of the Void, for apparently no picture on this one. And then a Singleton Idolizes Hers. Yeah, I actually think Idolizes Hers is the best sideboard card against graveyard-based decks we got, because it's a great threat in your deck. Here with Merfolk, you have a lot of creatures with 2 power, so easily to activate. Let's get into round number 1 with this list here. Okay, here for round 1 against I Rule Over Kittens. That's a great way to have power. And let's just say yes to this. It's been some time since I played Magic, I gotta say. We can keep this hand. It's not amazing, but it'll do. It's been some time. We've been having a lot of crazy things. We have Leo in the chat. Hey, Leo Alasan. Nice to have you here. Great to see you. Hopefully you're enjoying 2023. We've been having a lot of sickness in the family with 2 small kids and all the vira going around. It's been kind of tough, so I haven't had that much time to play Magic, unfortunately. But it's good to have a little session now and then. And being so close to the 1,000 sub goal is just exciting for me. So I really wanted to get a stream in today and I get some gameplay down. Okay, we get to play first here. I think we just play Island this to showcase as least information as possible. You can see we have our card advantage cards here. We have Leo saying he's a Merfolk player, but this season I'll play Elementals for Columnath. It's good to change sometimes. I actually agree with you. It's nice to swap it up, also to understand the other decks and seeing the perspective from that side. And I think it's a good choice. For Columnath, it's a really cool deck. Okay, Springleaf Drum. So this could be, this is probably Hammer Time. I don't think I can do much about that. It's a pretty slow hand for Hammer Time. We're just gonna play down the Adept. I don't like this. I don't hit this here. But yeah, for Columnath is a nice deck. You have so many good cards. You got the Ren 6. It's just amazing. Luckily, he's not presenting threats yet. Maybe he'll play a Stoneforge Mystic now. Oh. But great work by BCS8995 to get such a good placement. I think that's nice to see because, you know, continuously, everybody's aware of Merfolk being in the upper echelon of Modern. Here comes the Stoneforge Mystic. So the consideration is actually, should we subtlety this? And then just play the Svelun totally unhindered next turn. I think actually that's worth it because then we can save the Dismember for something else. If we don't subtlety the Stoneforge here, this Svelun is, we can't really you know, play the Svelun at this moment. So I think it's actually, even though it's kind of crazy, he put it on top. Then we have the Dismember and Otavara to interact with it next time. But this allows us to play Svelun. I'm glad you're enjoying the plays here. You should definitely let me know how it goes with changing to 4-color Omnath. But we have a lot of interaction now. We have Dismember and Otavara for next turn, and if we draw a land, we also have Subtlety up. Wouldn't mind drawing a Muda Vault, that's actually pretty nice. And we have probably 2 draws. They don't have that much interaction on their side of the battlefield. Oh, here comes the Stoneforge. What's it gonna find? Probably it's gonna be the big one. Yeah, card complete, that's perfect. He'll never be able to play that unless we just want him to do it, and then we can Otavara it. That would actually not be bad either. Okay, that's interesting. So that looks like blacksmith skills. Makes sense. No, just another one. Pure Stapelin, far from being relevant. But now I think I really wanna. Yeah, that's actually fine because now we can Otavara bounce and Dismember now. Let's start by attacking. See what we draw. If we trade here, we're fine about that. He's never gonna do anything here. Either way, a bit too slow here. Okay, so I don't think the subtlety will help us that much. I think we need to just remember the Stoneforge so he can't activate the card complete, and then we can still hold up Otavara for something. I think that's pretty good to do. This way he can't use blacksmith skills to protect it. Unfortunately, we can't subtlety, but I don't think that's going to be that relevant. Yeah. Okay, we should probably have bounced the Pure Steel Paladin in response to this. But then he could maybe blacksmith skills protected. Yeah, I think that's fine to bounce it here. Perfect. He was too fast here. We should have waited to begin combat, because then he could actually replay it. That was actually a bad play for us. But how luckily he was also playing bad. That's fine. Now we just want to use subtlety on it. He's on 4, so he's deck next turn to the Hexcatcher and the subtlety. For us, subtlety in the main deck is nice. I don't think they can do anything about this. Get away now. Mush mush. Okay. Hammer time. We don't like adepts, it's too slow here. We don't like Svelloons, also too slow. I'm actually not a big fan of subtlety as well, so we might get some of the Svelloons back in. We do like the Dismembers, we do like the Harbingers. We do like the Spreading Seas because they have something to do here, and we do like the Hooker's Recall. What else do we like? I don't think we like the Force Negation here. But again, on the draw, actually I think maybe on the draw it's pretty nice, because you can counter something where they go off fast. I think it's worth getting in there. And then you can argue for Chalice of the Void, but I'm actually back and forth on that, because I think the problem with Chalice of the Void is that what are you putting it on? If you're putting on 1, they'll just go for the Stoneforge Mystic play, and then it's not going to work. We want to either play 2 Subtlety or 2 Svelloons. I think Subtlety is not at its best in this matchup. So I actually think it's kind of difficult to figure out what we should do. Let's just get in. I think we're just gonna get in two Svelloons, because now he's kind of afraid of the subtleties. He saw a lot of subtleties, but now they are like, I like to be a bit sneaky like that. Oh god, I'm excited about getting up to 1,000 subs. That would be really nice. Having an entire modern Merfolk focused YouTube channel that actually reaches 1,000. I think that's pretty nice. Okay, this hand is slow, but we do have the Dismember. I don't think I want to mulligan. Dismember is really nice in this matchup. We only have 2. But we can just get a run here. Okay. See, we got it in Spring Seas, right? Okay, that's a really fast Ursa Saga, so that's not good for us. Mm-hmm. Did he mulligan? Yeah. Thank God for the dismember here. Not exciting to draw lane, but he's gonna attain value from this Ursa Saga. I think his whole play is that he's gonna fetch the hammer from the Ursa Saga and then use the Saga to equip it. Hopefully he doesn't have blacksmith skills, but it doesn't seem like he does. It's a problem with if he has one more. That's not good. We have to use it here. So next turn he's gonna target it there, so we have to kill it. This matchup is difficult when you're facing this. If he has blacksmith skill here, we're done. Unless we draw. Okay, he couldn't. Another hammer, okay. So it's not good here. We have to draw the other dismember. That's not a dismember. So now he can ink moth us to death. Right? I can just activate this. Okay, let's see if he knows. I think I have to play this actually. And hopefully he doesn't. He just screws up. He has to activate. He has to activate it now. Yeah, the ink moth. You have to activate the ink moth now with the spring, but you can't redo that, right? And he's gonna tap that for mana and activate ink moth nexus, and then get the colorless hammer. No. Okay. Wow, that's a big misplay. I don't understand. Now we went to begin combat. Okay, so we get the one more turn. That was really not bad, really bad by him. I think he could have just won the game here. Ah, okay, it's of course flash speed, so he got it. But he is also ruling over kittens, right? Okay, is Chalice better on the play? I'm back and forth with this card. Okay, here we got Dismember, Spring Seas, Circus Recall. Keep it. Circus Recall is amazing in this matchup. Just a banger. I think he's considering mulliganing actually. By all means, sir, be my guest. By all means. Also, I'm just really glad about we're still working with the card hoarder guys. So if you guys are as crazy as Leo, wanting to try to Omnath, before you find out what cards you want to buy, you can actually rent them from card hoarder because the Omnath deck is really expensive. So you can rent cards there for a monthly fee, and then you can just try out different decks before you figure out if you want to play Merfolk or if you want to try Omnath. So check out cardhoarder.com, I think it is. Cardhoarder.com, really nice service. Good, especially because I think they're really nice at you know, customer service. So if anything, you can just write them and they'll answer you right away. Okay, let's just play out the island first. Otavara is actually really nice. So if you just draw, you know, lands upon lands, then it's fine to have the opportunity to save the Otavara. I also think it's you saw in the first match, in the first game of this match, how good Otavara was. Okay, he mulliganed to really low, so I think that's pretty good for us. Now I think we just play a Lord, right? Nothing is going on. Let's just do that. He probably play a Stoneforge Mystic now. Okay. Just a second. That's not good for us because I think we have to. Yeah, it's fine because we have Spreading Seas, but if we don't draw a land, okay, please place Colossus Hammer out in the open. Wow. Okay, this is just a horrible draw for him. So, hammer time. Yeah, he got the opportunity. Okay, that's pretty nice to draw that. So I think we're just gonna lead by Spreading Seas here. See if he got blacksmith skills. He might. He didn't. Wow. So that's good. And we'll even have pressure. A little pressure. Wouldn't mind drawing a land next turn. Just so we can double spell. Wow. Okay. I'm enjoying this. Here's the land. So I think now we just play it on the Muda Vault. And maybe just another Lord. We have Dismember and Recall up. Okay. But actually, I felt the spring coming the other day. I think it was yesterday. I was at a playground with my daughter, and it was just like suddenly I felt that the sun was shining down on us, and it's been like this crazy January with all, you know, a lot of rain. It's actually been a rain season. You know, setting a new high on rain is insane how bad weather has been. Okay, so he plays Gardas 8. That's not what he wanted to do. Okay. Yeah. Let's change up the scenery here. Okay. So how much damage can we do? I think it's better just to attack with Muda Vault. It's a 4/4. So that's 4. That's 10. And here's on 15. And here's on 5. Okay. So I think that's pretty good. Either Vault is irrelevant here. But this means that we have 2 lethal threats next turn, plus the Trickster. So 3 lethal threats. And we have Dismember and Hurkyl's Recall up, so I don't see us losing this. The problem for Hammer Time is that they can't really go control, they have to be the proactive part. So, Pure Steel Paladin, how good is that? You can't equip anything. I place the hammer, now we can actually just Trickster it. Yeah. Okay, on to round number 2. That was pretty fine. But the big discussion point, which will be relevant in the sideboard guide when it gets out there, 6 more subscribers. The relevant thing would be, for example, discussing Chalice of the Void. You know, we didn't start it in here. I did it before, but I don't like it. I think it's too unreliable. Against Hammer Time, it's amazing because Hammer Time is a lot of spell-based deck, and when you use Chalice of the Void as a creature, I think it falls flat. It's really nice against the decks that just want to chain spells like Prowess, that just want to change a lot of 1-drop spells. It's nice because all the spells also in the late game are 1-drop, 1 CMC spells. But Hammer Time, they can just play Stoneforge Mystic, and then you invested all this time in a card that doesn't do anything. Okay. We are on the roll for winning the dice rolls. This is so unfortunate. This hand doesn't have one more land. We can play a Dark Hand, and then if we whiff, we just have nothing, so we have to mulligan. Okay, this is not that much better, but it's keepable. Probably just gonna shove back the Warlock Grove here. We have 2 lands. I don't like Warlock Grove in the dark because I don't know what I'm up against. Hopefully, maybe we should just pitch the lore so we have double 3 blue sources actually. That might have been better. Maybe I'm too greedy on keeping that. Okay, we got the burn. Maybe it's the burn. Right on time. I think against this, it could easily be a Lightning Bolt coming in to kill the Master or Hexcatcher. So I think I'd rather just want to play the Ether Vial down, because it never gets relevant if I don't play it now. But that could be argued. I don't like really holding up Hexcatcher, but playing a Lord here is just playing it directly into the Lightning Bolt. Okay. So I look like a buffoon. Okay, so it's probably Murktide. Which is nice because I like to play against Murktide. Murktide with a Singleton, 1 Spell Pierce. No, Santa's Lounge. I don't think Murktide plays Santa's Lounge. Land? Okay, I think this is better. It's probably creativity then. No, it can't be creativity, right? Okay, I'm now regretting to bottoming the land there. Could also be Domain Zoo. No, I don't think it is. What am I up against? Okay. Same situation again. I think it's better to get this online if it's a responsive deck. It doesn't seem like we're in a hurry against this deck, but I think it's a brewer. Okay, now he got salty up. No, he's not playing salty. He's gonna kill out the Aether Vial Neara. So it's probably Domain Zoo. Yeah. I just think that's a pretty hard matchup. What was a nice draw? 4 cards. Let's just see if we're hex catching. Yeah, I think it's better to hex catcher. He's doing nothing. Yeah, let's just play down a Lord. Okay, Lightning Bolt on the Hex Catcher is signaling for me it's not a guy that is holding the Fury here. I didn't know they were playing on Holy Heat. You see what draw? Either vital. God dang it. Okay, then I think I just want to play out another master here, but it should be the Lord just for flavor. Let's see. See him killing it here. No. Okay, that's interesting. We have Solitude to protect us against Fury, but yeah. Jack Unicorn, what are you on, bro? He's on cracking a fetch. Okay, so it is Indomitable Creativity. Probably gonna come in now. Aha. So that's an expensive card. Attracts a Grand Unifier. What a crazy cool card. Is that a new? Yeah, that's a new card. It's up when I never seen this before. That's pretty cool. I'm glad we have the Solitude here. When Attractor enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each card type, you may put a card of that type from among the real cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom. Okay, so it's a big dude that grants you power. So we have enough to win here without the master, right? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, let's just pick the master. Yeah. Atraxa. Wow. Atraxa Grand Unifier. So there's creativity decks playing Atraxa. Really? Yeah, of course. It makes sense. Interesting. But it's just creativity. Funny to see new tech here. Again, I think we got to get rid of the Silvergill adepts against creativity. These guys are too slow. We like force negation against creativity. I actually think Kira is also decent against creativity. They have so much removal. Fail push Lightning Bolt, terminate, and they side again. Yeah. Dismember is decent because you can kill off the targets. Or Spring Seas are good because they have the red sources. We want to get rid of those. Dismembers are good because you can kill off the targets that want to attack. What don't we want? I think the Dockhand is fine. Tide Tipper is fine. We can mana deny. Hexcatcher is amazing. Svelune is decent here. But I actually think I want to cut one for the Kira. And the subtleties are not great. They really don't do anything. So maybe we just want to keep in one Svelune and then take in the Hearse. I think the Hearse is decent because against the Persist plan, it can just remove one of the threats. So maybe we have we have a lot of 3-drops here, but I think that's fine. Damn, I ran out of water. I usually bring an entire bottle. Yeah, well, a hand with either while. I'll keep it. Oh, Zavara is nice. Zavara is nice. Okay. Let's see him spell pierce this bad boy. Do we have it again? He shouldn't have, still have spell pierce in the deck after seeing that it's a Merfolk. So. Okay, now I think I actually want to draw the Tide Shaper now. That'll be an amazing draw. I'll allow it. Don't want to burn your force here. Force is for creativity. Okay. That's actually an interesting draw because I think still we'll just play out the Lord first anyway. A problem with playing out Hexcatcher. I can do that in end step, but I don't want to. There's not really that much relevant cards to counter yet with Hexcatcher, and it's much better when you have other Merfolk on the playground. Yeah. Okay. Non-value. Either while is interesting. I want to get down Svelune here. And now I think it's worth protecting it with Force Negation. Because we have the Hexcatcher as well. So I think we want to counter this. Because we have the Hexcatcher as well. And now we just got our engine up and running. Because the Hexcatcher, I think I wanted to use it at this moment. Ooh, double Hexcatcher. Pretty sweet. I think it's worth just playing down the Ether Vial. Having one Hexcatcher up is fine. He's not going to play creativity anyways now. comes Ren 6. And he's played the Ren 6 to get back the Scalding turn. It's for mana. I actually like this line here. I actually think it's just gonna attack him with everything. Now we have Hexcatcher up. A lot of Hexcatcher up. And he's on 5. Could have nudged him 2 down more, so he would be on 3, but I don't think that's the big game changer. It's important to being able to understand when to ignore opponent's planeswalkers. Ren 6 is a notoriously, strong planeswalker. Also, in regards to loyalty points, you put it down, it could get up to 4. So I had to, if I had to kill it, I had to use 5 points of damage. I don't think that's worth it. Okay, 2-0 with this list. BCS, you've been doing great, my man. BCS, what a homie. Let's get the 3rd round in. And if you like the content, if you like what I do, don't forget to subscribe to not only the YouTube channel, which we are closing in on 1,000 subscribers, but also the Twitch TV stream. I'm streaming this live and I'm streaming once in a while. So get this Twitch stream as well. And also you can follow me at Draco_wing_. This is where I post my content for YouTube and do general commentary on stuff I find interesting. Really, really good. 2-0 with Modern Merfolk. Feeling good about it. We here. We ready? Bochuka. 3 times in a row win the die roll. Okay, we keep this and we lead with the Tide Shaper. Come on, Osamaru, Hound of Konda. If he plays an island, it's a great card. If he doesn't, we just play Lords. Then it's just a Merfolk of the Pearl Trident, the original gangster. See this here. Merfolk of the card of the Pearl Trident. We want to get an original. Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. Amazing art, I love this. So cool. It's actually a thing, doing that back in the days. I think that's so cool. Hey, Betamax, nice to have you here. Yeah, this is absolutely decent. We'll say Merfolk. I'm enjoying I got a new mouse. See, new mouse. It's much more lightweight, so it's pretty cool. Pretty chill. I'm enjoying playing Magic with it as well. Oh my god, what cool art. Ragavano. No, I don't want to subtlety it. I think we just play the master here. Yeah, let's just play the master. I'll trade with whatever. And if he goes for Fury, we got the Salty. This is probably the deck that BCS lost the final to. Oh, you dirty man. That's so dirty. At least he won't be able to get through. But I'd probably check out the Svelune at this moment. Fortis is just a great card. Okay, this is a guy with Fury. And he's going to Fury now. And then he got his hitters. Well done, sir. If he has double Fury, then we are toast. The interesting line about his Fury play here is that it'll make sure that I can play out Svelune next turn. He's using all his resources to get one hit in with the Ragavan, and he won't be able to play the card anyway. So he doesn't have an extra Fury. Oh, it's Scam. It's probably Scam. Oh, man. Yeah, it's probably Scam. Great work. Great work by him. It's okay. It's okay. Play the Evil, man. Come on. You should play the Evil. I'll play the Evil, bro. I will actually do a nice drawing a land here because then we could play Svelune and then Otawara. But I think it's definitely much more worth it to get Svelune down. Let's just get Svelune down. Yeah, I don't want to bounce the Fury, that's stupid. But we can get indestructible next turn. We just have to take a lot of damage here. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying. He has a removal spell, but we have to block the Ragavan. We can't take it here. Now comes in the bolts. Yes, it's fine. Dismember is nice. Let's just get some info. Okay. Actually, really bad play. Man. The right line would be just to dismember it, because then you couldn't Hexcatcher. No, you can't. You couldn't actually, because he had the treasure token. Because he has one more Undying Malice we just done for here. Okay, he didn't. That's fine. So he's on one card. And we have a Adept grinding him down hard. He drew a land. That's not what he wanted. I wouldn't mind drawing a land myself. Tide Shaper. We can take him off red. Is that good? Probably is fine to do that, yeah. I think it's worth it, actually. Let's start by attacking, see what happens. You could argue for just playing it, but I think it's better to get an island on his part of the table if we draw Lord of Atlantis, then we can get unblockable. Now set up Subtlety up if we want to throw away the Hexcatcher. Quali has a good point here. The Dismember should be on upkeep, because if he has it, then you still get Summoning Sickness. Great point, Qualia. That's a nice Nice spot. And good to see you in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe. You will see the nice sideboard guide. He will terminate that one. You absolutely will. Okay. So here we just hold up subtlety, and if he doesn't play a creature, we can just play the Hex Sketcher. Don't hate it, don't hate it. Ooh, Dockhand. That's a boring one drop. We just hold up subtlety. Much better to be able to subtlety something. Nothing here. It doesn't change the clock, so I think it's better just to hold it up and chill. Okay, now we can play that on the Dockhand. Now we're gonna mind game him. We're gonna name Incarnation. Ah, damn. I was so smart with the Incarnation name that I forgot the Richard and Dockhand play. Didn't matter that much. Okay, so what's going on here? I definitely like Kira in this matchup. We like the subtleties as well. Yeah, again, looking into Dismembers are good. We saw it there. The Vial is pretty meh in this matchup. The Harbingers are decent. Actually not. So the Hearse works because you can do it in response, if that's worth it. The reason why I don't like the Vial is it's such an attrition-based matchup. We do like subtlety against all the elementals. We like Svelun in a grindy-based matchup. We like Adept in a grindy-based matchup. We can play with the Lords, that's fine. The Dockhand is... it can block an early Ragavan, so... that's the only reason I like it. And then we're just gonna probably put in a couple of force negations. You know, bouncing with Harbinger is so boring. It's either Harbinger or Force, I think. Force in this case is really meh. So let's just get in a couple of Harbingers. They're not amazing by any stretch. But it can work against an early Ragavan. We have a question in the chat from Betamax. I love your name, by the way. I'm going to tell a fun story about that in a second. I'll understand so I can tell everybody why Betamax is a fun name. Sideboarding question. Given that the only hyper-dedicated graveyard deck is Living End. Yeah, that's right. There's not much else. And Living End is not even, you know, a big deck at the moment. And we do have a great matchup against it, as you say. Could we look to Surgical Extraction as a means to hate on graveyard decks and scam decks at the same time? Snagging a Fury before it can be Feign Death seems good. Ooh, that's really nice. That's really nice. You can see here. So this is Surgical Extraction. So Surgical Extraction, you know, you pay 0 mana, so you can do it in turn 1, that's perfect. Choose a card in a graveyard other than the basic land card. So it's own graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name. So ideally you want to be using it, so you have a problem with that interaction because you are doing it against look at here, you're doing it against the, what's it called? Grief. Yeah, you're doing it against Grief. The problem with Grief is that, you can see here, Grief, when it enters the battlefield, you reveal the hand, so you can't interact with Circular Retraction on Grief before its effect has happened. So remove this annoying app. Okay, hang on. That's why this side is much better. So the problem is that he'll be able to play the Grief, take your Circular Retraction before it goes to the graveyard. So that's a problem with that interaction. But I do like your thought. I do like your thinking process. It can stack the Fury, as you say, but typically the Grief is actually more the problem than the Fury, because that's what they do in turn 1. This hand is great, by the way, we have the Subtlety. So we keep this. I love having a Subtlety against this matchup. Hey! We have Lord Ace in the chat. So he says, so your window to circle is after Feign Death resolves, as it gives it the Grief Fury in response to it comeback is surgical. Yeah, exactly right. They have they get to resolve it first. Okay. Not a fast hand by any means over there. Vial. It's an island, it's not a vial. Not even anything fast here. He's gonna insta-bolt my dog hand. Okay, that seems like a guy with no lands. Oof. Slow draw by him. And we can win it back with our interaction now. Double adept. I like adepts. People have been back and forth on that, but I think this is a nice card. We're never gonna... We're just gonna show another adept. We got adepts for days, guys. Trickster, it's fine. Salty is so great in this matchup. Let me tell the Betamax story before I forget it. Okay, the fun thing about Betamax is Betamax, for people who was really old, back in the 80s, there was a format war. What is a format war? A format war is like when you have, you have back in the days when there was high definition DVDs and Blu-rays. Everybody probably know the Blu-rays now, but back in the days there was two things you could choose. There was a producer making high definition DVDs, HD or something, and then there was Blu-ray, and it was kind of the same thing but two different companies. So Blu-ray won it out, and that's why they were there today. The same thing happened back in the 80s when everybody knows about VHS cassette. What is this? Yeah, you see this here? This shit here. Back in the days, this was the thing when you wanted to watch a movie at home. You did put this in your big machine. And it's a huge thing. You put that in the machine, and you could watch that on the television. See here, you had the cassette player. Yeah, like this guy's doing. So you were recording Dawson's Creek and putting it in. This is amazing. Exactly what you've been doing, right? You've been recording something from television, and then you can put this in the machine and watch it. So this was a VHS. We see VHS there. But when VHS was starting out, there was a competitor, which was actually much better, called Betamax. They had this legendary commercial. I'm going off a rant here. I think the Betamax commercial, but anyway, pretty cool concept. The problem was that VHS won the format war, even though they were much worse. They won the format war, or even though they were much worse, because they said they wanted to in VHS to include pornographic material in video, on the video. And Betamax didn't want to do that. They took the high road, but people were they want to have some porn. So that's what happened. And Bitter says that Bitters are also fighting fish. But now we get the story from the other perspective. Koala likes to hold up holding up Fury instead of the Svealoon. I don't like that. You want to hold up Trickster so they can't get Fury value. They can't get Fury value because we have Subtlety. There's no value to be had. We just play the Svelune. We start by attacking to gain more information. Go, 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 Svelune. Oh! Quali was right all along. Kevin, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's put this down saying Merfolk. So now I think I just want to hold up Trickster actually and hold up Subtlety. I'm fine just hitting for 2. But I can see your point, Quali, also for indestructibility. But in general, the Svelune is nice to play on curve. Sometimes they just get stuck in hand if you don't play them early enough. Okay, he's not doing much. Lord Ace has a good point about the surgical extraction discussion. It's not a blue card. That's for damn sure. I actually think that's a great point. He has to do something soon. He's abrading that one. I think it's fine, just hold up this Trickster again. We're not in a hurry, we're just controlling here. Chilling and controlling. Now we can play down a Master. Hit for 6. And still hold out Subtlety. No need to attack with the Mood Vault because it's not changing the clock. So now we're gonna play Subtlety no matter what, any sin step. He probably knows what's up and down here. Destroy each creature with mana value 2 or less. Yeah, that's not bad. But he's still dead, so that's fine. Qualia says, this is my problem with Scam. It's actually not a very good mid-range deck if they aren't winning the game with their initial Scam. I completely agree with you, and I actually also think that for a playing experience, I think, yeah, it's cool when you get off the combo and do all sorts of stuff like that. It doesn't seem like a really fun deck, I like the classic Rakdos deck and also playing Junt. There was a lot of Junt decks back in the spring and the summer. These decks are really interactive and have a lot of good cards and Tarmogoyf and stuff like that. And it's not good enough, right? But sometimes Scam is just really strong, but kind of boring, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna fetch a glass of water while I wait for this last round. Oh, right there. But I'm gonna get a glass of water. Okay, round 4. Round 4. I just kept this hand. I just keep it against Benjamin. Against the Benjamin. (3-0) with Modern Merfolk. Not bad at all. I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all. Look at all these 2-drops we got here. Ooh, Benjamin, 13. It's impressive that he's playing Magic at 13-year-old age. Or he's maybe born in 2013. Oh my god. So he's like 10 years old. We should be able to beat this guy. We should be able to do this. Hope you enjoyed my rant about the Betamax. It's a true story, bro. There's been a lot of format wars and companies doing ill-advised things. One of the funny things was it Kodak? They called. Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. Kodak is this company here. Kodak. Huge company. Back in the 90s and 80s and 90s, it was like they were doing, photographic. Oh my god, Ragavan, we lost. GG. We have to top deck Dismember or a 1-drop. Otherwise, we're done for. Kodak was on the forefront of everything related to cameras, and everybody was having like you had to have the camera in your hand, and you have to go take pictures and then get it. You delivered in your film at some place. And these films were made from Kodak. I mean, they had even had, I think they also had cameras, but all the films you had, you put in the camera, you bought them. Look at him go. What is he gonna get? Lord of Lenses. Play that, man. Shimmy on down. The problem with that is that when they then, people went into the Dix cameras, and especially when they started having it on the phone, these guys were just like, yeah, people are not gonna take pictures with their phone, right? That's so stupid. They're never gonna take pictures with their phone. They're always gonna have a camera, big old school camera next to their bed that they'll take in the pocket every morning and be ready to go with Blast Zone. Oh my god. Guys, why are you coming in now? So stupid. Okay, so you can actually charge this up and kill all my 2-drops. I don't like that. What happens if I... So if he does that, that seems so stupid just to kill an adept. So I'll let him do that if he wants to. I think it's better to play this to see if we could draw 2 Brew Source for next turn. I'm just gonna show him it's Svedum, whatever. It's probably not the card we wanted to show him, but we're just doing something. That's the blue source. You can also double spell now, that's also neat. No! Okay. He was gonna do that no matter what. Oh, that's strong. Yeah, it looks like it's prison. It's a mono-red prison. Good call, Betamax. I know we were smart. Okay. Interesting. So Kinsan. Not the most played of these lanes. He whiffed, right? Here comes a biggie. Obosh. Oh, you're right. Damn, I didn't even notice Obosh. Okay, double damage. That's fine. So that means that the Svelun plays out the way. Can't even block without trading. Why are you coming in now? So bad. Maybe just play the Tide Chipper to block, and then if he kills it, we can play Hexcatcher. I think that's fine. We're gonna double spell. He's gonna. It probably looks. I just wanna hold up the Udavolt, right? Hold up the Udavolt. So 2 blockers. We I think we were pretty lucky on the Ragavan. Hits. Is he playing Obosh? Yeah. Nice. That's card advantage for you. If a source you control with an odd value would deal damage to player, and that deal double that damage. Okay, that's a lot of damage. So the regular indulge deals 4 now. That's crazy. But your problem is that I have indestructible Sveluni. I think that's fine and all, but I think it's better to play the Svelun here because it's indestructible against the Obosh. And I want to hold up the mana for the activation for Udavolt. Yeah. It's Obosh. And he even played it against us. That's pretty cool, right? This Svelun is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. He needs to play the War Trigger. Okay. That's really strong, huh? That's really strong, huh? Oh, Bosch plus Fury. Well done. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, that's a loss if I've ever seen one. Ah, we got Ruffle Stomped. I gotta say, this is just amazing. Great play, you know, Obosh into Fury, man. Yeah. Goodbye, table, and we'll concede the game. Wow, what a line. Okay. So we like Kira against all the removal spells. We like Darkhand is, I don't know. Dismember is good. Darkhand is good against Ragavan, it's fine. Salt is great against Fury, and Obosh as well. Maybe this is just fine. Is Harbinger good in this matchup? Bouncing Obosh seems fine, but he's not going to resolve Obosh. It seems like pretty grindy. Maybe want to cut one of the lords. I don't like Chalice here. Why would you do that for one mana? That doesn't seem right to me. Spring Season could Spring Season could be nice. Oh, we have the Ether Vial and an island. I think this is a keepable hand. Even on the play. It's aggressive, but I'm aggressive. Also because we have the subtlety and we have the adept, which can draw us back into things. I actually think Qualia was right about the Spring Season, also considering that as well. Probably should put that in if we get to next game. Oof, Ragavan. I think here is where we consider subtleting that one. If we don't draw land right away, it's going to be 2 hits, so I think we have the subtlety. Rough. If we don't draw land right away, this Ragavan is gonna, and even if we do, yeah, let's subtlety it. Even if we draw the land right away, I think it's not gonna work out well for us. Okay. Probably gonna bottom it. Just showing a lord here. Okay, that's nice. We can get Svelun and Master up and running now. Did we show the Master? Yeah, we did. We should have showed the Svelun. But we didn't know we were drawing a land. I'm glad about the Ragavan play here. Another Ragavan? Oh, killing the adept, okay. Mm-hmm. 2 mana. Dashing a Ragavan, okay. This is fine. Not gonna get hit a Ragavan. So we don't get indestructible, but we do get a Master to protect it. We have Quali saying that not high on Hexcatcher versus Hair Removal decks. It's often a one-on-one on Interboard. That's a good point, actually. Also because you don't really want to counter a Lightning Bolt, you know, that's just so boring. Okay, so he can put a counter on the Blast Zone. Favorite of the Mirror, yeah. You do you. Not the worst, not the worst, not the worst. Are we bouncing the Goblin Shaman here? What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, let's bounce that one. I think that's actually pretty nice to do. This way he can't get 5 mana next turn. Ooh, we have tricks now, that's nice. So we have Indestructible Svelun. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bow. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is a great card. Gotta say, I like that card. Wonder what he's gonna do here. Season Pyromancer, yeah, that's fine. He's playing Blood Moon. I think it's worth just for the pressure to tap down the Season Pyromancer here. Just get on with it. Boom. Merfolk Trickster. Get it down there and tap down the Season Pyromancer. Goodbye. Good tapping. Good tapping you. And that's the thing we can Waterlogged Grove we can crack as well. I really like Waterlogged Grove. So we have 3 draws here. 2-drop, Lord, Dismember. Dismember is fine. It's fine. Not amazing, but fine. Let's start by attacking. Okay, Mutavault is not the worst. Actually, absolutely fine. He's probably gonna block there. Taking 5, going down to 9. His blast zones are too slow for him this game. We could definitely crack the Grove, but I think I'm just gonna wait. We could be representing Subtlety, and it's gonna do it in response. So now that idiot comes in. The Blood Soak keep giving us. He's not gonna attack. He's forced down to blocking here. I think we crack the Grove. Oof. Salt is interesting. I think I want to just kill out the reflections here. Yeah, let's do that now. Probably I'm just gonna hold up. Oh no. What's this now? Okay. Okay, not much I can do about this here. Let's get some 2-drops out. Boom, 2-drop. That's a nice 2-drop. I do like it. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7. If we attack with Mutavault, we are lethal, but I think it's better to hold up the Subtlety. Hold up the Subtlety for what though? Ah, for the Bone Crusher Giant, that's nice. So let's just attack with these dudes here. He's gonna block here, and then I can play down the Hexcatcher. Elevate Spawn draw. Yeah, Fury would be amazing to Subtlety, but if he just plays down the Bone Crusher Giant to block, I still think it's worth to do it. Then he might be able to Fury, but then he can't really kill the Spheloon. So, what is a Fury? Is a Fury good here? Yeah, he can kill off Hexcatcher and Trickster, but not the Spheloon. Here comes the Fury. Look at this amazing card coming in hot from the side. Salty. I don't think spreading seizing on the blast zones is worth it. And I don't see enough of cards here to do it. I think we're doing it probably pretty right here. I agree with you that Hexcatcher is, you know, up in the air, but it's still just a Lord, you know, it just buffs your team. And also, you know, being able to do that instant speed, you can save your creatures from furies and stuff like that, so I think it's fine. The only thing you can argue is a couple of force negations, but I think you want to have something better to force. I agree with you, Lord Ace. Actually, Master is better, but you can't do Master instant speed. Oh, triple subtlety. Well, look at this. What a weird hand. I think it's a keeper because we do have Tideship against the early Ragavan. It's not a good hand, but I think it's a keeper. Note then. I don't think I want to lead play out the Tideshipper. Either way? Either way? Oh, look at that draw here. Perfect. We have to get the Eitherval up to 4. That's our achievement this game. Achievement unlock. Here comes the Dash Ragavan. Ratchet Bomb. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, so he's ready to kill off that Eitherval. You got it, bro. That's cool. So you definitely don't want to use the Eitherval to put in Tideshipper if he does that. That's not amazing. Added would be fine here. Darkhand, okay. I'm more and more annoyed about this card. Yeah, we just hold up Hexcatcher. If we Tideshipper that one, then he's gonna get a 2-for-1. I think you have to do it because this card is gonna get really dangerous. Yeah. So destroy each non-land permanent with equal mana to. So if I put in Darkhand, it just dies as well. Wah. Oh my god, he has nothing. Maybe he okay. That's crazy. He's probably gonna kill this now. And he should, but I also think it's worth playing it out. Pay the mana. Come on, pay it. No. Have to go for it, right? Land? What a land! So we're gonna do like this. He's probably gonna kill in response, but then we have a Darkhand up and running. Okay. And then we go, and he has to use it here. Kill off the Tideshipper. What a surprise. And then we play that Darkhand. Giving him, you know, less options, but I think now we just have to draw land. So we can just play Salties on it, days on end. Drawing a Mutavault would probably be nice. Yeah. If draw land, I think we win. It's not a land. Okay, he's out of removal. So now he's going to play the Bonecrusher Giant. And they'll have to hit us a lot of times. It's a really good card. Yeah. Come on land. Come on land. Ah, damn. Okay, if he's really out of removal, this is not the worst. We have Solitude Protection, and then we can trade here with the Tide Shaper. So we're gonna pass. I wanted to draw a land there because then the Solitudes could just at some point trade with that Bonecrusher Giant. I don't care about Iron Walk, I want to block. No. That's probably stupid then. No, Ace, you were right all along. That's not good. But then again, what would it really have changed? You know, then we have a 2/2 on hand. We're losing to this card is amazing against us. I lost to that before. Now we need to draw the land. But it's unfortunate we have to throw away Solitudes just to be able to block. So we are done for. But I've been experiencing this before. This is actually not a good matchup. I wanted it once in paper. But now he's just outvaluing us. So unfortunately, we are done. Yep. Okay, that's it for me. That's unfortunate. We didn't get the trophy, so we might as well just concede the rest of the games, right? No, thanks for watching, guys. This was really nice and really good run with this list. I actually think that BCS is up to something. Really stock, really nice. Vision Dotline looks great. So thanks for watching. Remember to sub to my YouTube. We will be having almost 1,000 subs soon, and then the full sideboard guide will be out there. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.